And Dr. Wendy Walsh is a psychologist and a relationship expert who can help us with this. So Wendy, before everyone signs that new gym contract, and I say that considering I did just sign one yesterday, but can you tell us how to make your New Year's resolutions really stick? It is so hard.
You know, there are 7 tips that I have for you. And I have to say, by the way, don't focus on the 80% of people that don't make it. 20% of people do make major behavioral change. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, First, you need to have a desire. It can't come from someone else. You can't change because your spouse says you need to change, because your kids say you need to change. You need to change because you desire to change. Secondly, you need to have the ability and the tools to change. So it doesn't matter if you want to start a daily blog. If you don't own a computer, you'll have a problem.
Or
so
if you don't have the time, right? If you're not budgeting the time.
Well, we're going to get to time too, but that's one of the abilities. You have to make the time and make it a priority. You also need a supportive environment. So if you're trying to lose weight or save more money this year, go on an austerity plan as it comes to spending. Don't hang out with spenders and eaters. I mean, people who have had substance abuse problems certainly know this. You can't hang out with the addicts if you're going to hope to make this happen. So that means if you're really trying to save money, for instance, this year, or lose weight, you can't hang out with the spenders or the eaters. Now, another, and I think the very, very vital piece, is self-confidence. It doesn't matter if you have the ability, if you have the tools, if you have the supportive environment. If you're a doubter and you doubt yourself, you're less likely to change permanently. Here's one you're going to love. You know how they used to say that small incremental changes are the best thing because it doesn't shake up our world so much and we'll stick to it because it's a gradual change?
Yeah.
Actually, studies on human change have shown the opposite, that big dramatic changes provide a feedback loop, instant feedback loop from the environment. So if you suddenly go on a crash diet or lose weight and people say, you're looking good, that makes you stick to it more. If you want to save money, really go on a tight budget in January and put a big nest egg to start you off in your savings plan, and even the bank tellers will be nicer to you. So a big dramatic change. If you want to move to a new city and start your life over, this is the time to do it, because then you'll have this positive feedback because you're making your dreams happen quickly. Time. It takes a long time for a new behavior to become a habit. So we have to remember that there are going to be setbacks, you're going to fall off the wagon, and you have to tell yourself, give yourself a calendar year to make the change permanent. Say, you know, by the end of this year, I will be a fit, athletic person for the rest of my life. And there will be times where you fall back, but if you quit when you fall back, that's how you lose. And the final thing is you got to reward yourself. And reward your good behaviors, not the results. So for instance, let's say it is weight loss. You do a 1,500 calorie a day diet, for instance. On Friday, you give yourself the piece of chocolate cake, even if you didn't lose the 2 pounds you'd hoped for, because you're rewarding the behavior. So give yourself frequent small rewards are better than waiting till the end of the year for a big reward.
Let me ask you, Wendy, about this one, the confidence one. If you're going to doubt yourself, you're going to have problems. But there's a lot of people who are going to make resolutions that are goals that they've tried and failed at in the past. So how do you have confidence that, okay, this time, the 5th time I've tried to lose weight, or the 6th time I've tried to stop smoking, that I'm actually going to do it?
Well, you make small, attainable goals that you reward yourself with, and you set that up ahead of time. So if you, for instance, say, I've just joined a gym and I'm determined to go 3 times a week for the entire month of January, why not give yourself a reward for 2 times a week by the end of January? And don't wait till June to see what you look like in a bikini. Just reward yourself and keep plugging. As Dory says, keep on swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Keep doing it. Keep at it. All right, Dr. Wendy Walsh, thank you so much. All good tips.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.